They're out for shooting lessons. Coach Smith and I better go back to the gym when it comes to shooting, apparently. Holy cow.
Thoughts and comments on the game, Coach?
Very proud of the young men. It was a very competitive and tough physical game, as we expected. So that's not by surprise. And I'm really, you have these two seniors here, and deservedly so, but I'm really proud of our young guys came in and gave us key lifts in the first half offensively, in the second half more defensively. But those guys came in off the bench ready to play, and they contributed big time. I know AJ hit a big three off of just one of our regular offensive movements, I'll say. But I'm proud of the young men, how it seemed like we get ahead, they come back, we try and separate, we never could because we couldn't make that play to get it from 4 to 6 or 6 to 8. We just, and that's partly because of Peabody, but we couldn't do it. But yet our guys, you could see the competitive spirit as they came to timeouts, end of quarter, so you knew they were fully engaged in the game and giving it their all. And that's all Coach Smith can ask of his young men. That's all I can really ask of these young men, that, hey, you play hard, leave it all out there. And I think you saw Hannan Hawks leave it all out there tonight. So very proud of them. And we have to embrace this moment, and we're looking forward to Saturday.
That football pass would have broke them.
Could have. I thought he was open. I thought AJ did a good job seeing it. We got to work on Zach on his footwork and just seeing the ball. But hey, we're playing Saturday. I have no complaints.
You mentioned the poor shooting by Peabody. What do you attribute that to?
I think
something you were doing defensively? Or?
Yeah, they up in you just like we were trying to be up in you. I thought both teams were somewhat physical defensively. So I thought it was a good game from that standpoint. I thought both teams at times got good looks, but it was so hard to get them. I don't think guys were in their normal comfort zone of just catching with a good rhythm, because it would be so infrequent that you got something where you're open. It almost caught you by surprise and just couldn't finish. In the paint, Drew normally shoots about 63%, whereas today he struggled finishing, and I contribute that to the physicality of what was going on in the paint. But I'll say this, I think the officials basically said, hey, y'all gonna decide it.
Drew, how did you see this game kind of unfold, especially from a physical aspect compared to maybe other games that you played this year?
It was a physical game, and it wasn't the prettiest game, but we were just trying to match their physicality or one of them and just stay in them and make them work for things like they were making us work.
You guys won a state title when you were a freshman. Didn't get here the last 2 years. That experience, has that enhanced maybe the appreciation you have now of actually being able to play in the final day of the season?
Yeah, definitely. We lost in the quarterfinals my sophomore and junior year, and it sucks. So being in the last game is definitely a much better feeling.
AJ, you look like this season you really took a lot of pressure off Drew. You really stepped in, making some plays now throughout the season, but also tonight making some huge shots. What are your thoughts on your performance and getting Hannan back to the title game?
That's my goal, step up for my teammates when they need me. I try to do the little things that my coach and teammates ask with me, and just make sure I'm there for them all the way through.
I already alluded to the fact he hit a couple big threes, especially that one late in the game. But I'm surprised. I thought he had more than one block shot. Maybe they put it down as deflection. I thought he did a good job in the second half, because it's away from our basket, trying to protect that rim on a couple of shots or attempts. I thought, stepping over, sliding to take the charge. A couple of times, one is to help defender come and get blocks. AJ is, I think, I'm biased, one of the more versatile players we have in Louisiana with his size and his skill set. And those are the things I try and get him to do. Yeah, you can do a ton of things for his offense, but you can use that same God-given skill set and length to do things defensively with deflections, blocks, and rebounds. And I thought you saw a little bit of all that tonight. So and we needed everything they all did. That's how Peabody forced it, to get it all out of them, and they put it out there.